Hey guys, Dork31 here with another video, and this one is about Call of Duty Infinite Warfare versus Battlefield 1. And I'm going to be talking about, the trailers I've just released and all the hype around them and, the gameplay, and which, first-person shooter I think is going to be the one to get this year. With Battlefield 1 coming out in October as usual, and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare coming out in November. But something, really sticking out, staggering to a lot of people is the like-to-dislike ratio in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. If you look at Call of Duty Infinite Warfare right now, I have it loaded up. It has 245,000 likes. That's great, of course. But it also has 1 million dislikes, the worst kind of press you've ever seen a Call of Duty game ever have. And the reason for that being is futuristic gameplay and space gameplay. Everyone wants to see boots on the ground, combat, trenches, World War I, World War II type gameplay, but Call of Duty keeps taking it to the future, to the future, to the future. Next thing you know, it'll be taking place sometime in the 3000s. It really gets annoying seeing all these, Call of Duty games that really did have a great formula for a great shooter keep making these games futuristic when a lot of people do not want to see these kind of games. But that being said, if you look at Battlefield 1, the 1 in Battlefield stands for World War I, and they have been listening to the fans a lot. They said they made a mistake with Battlefield Hardline, and they really do, as you can tell, want to be the leading first-person shooter genre out there. They really want to take over the sales of Call of Duty this year, and with that being said, I think they are, with their like-to-dislike ratio being, as of now, 906,000 to 16,000. Tons and tons of people are really hyped about Battlefield 1. They do want to see this game succeed, as do I. I really want to play Battlefield 1 so bad. They say it's going to be trench warfare, air warfare. There's going to be just ocean warfare. It's going to be your typical Battlefield game, but set in World War I time with horses and all the stuff we had back in World War I. But Infinite Warfare being space combat, which no one really knows what it's going to be about, but I can tell you right now, no one wants to play that. Everyone wants boots on the ground, which Battlefield's going to actually rely on this year, and I'm very proud to say that Battlefield, I think, will be taking this year's overall hype and overall sales over Call of Duty. But let's get a little bit more into it. And Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, the reason I do believe it does even have 245,000 likes is, if you have not heard, the Legacy Edition, which this is hit or miss for a lot of people what they've done here. A lot of people say it was just a cop-out for Call of Duty. Call of Duty Modern Warfare will be, with the Legacy Edition, for $80, you will be able to get Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and you'll be able to get Call of Duty Modern Warfare remastered at 1080p 60 frames per second, and it's definitely be a great time to replay that game, especially on newer consoles. It's going to be very fun to do. But with that being said, they're not selling it separately. You have to buy it with the combo of Infinite Warfare for the Legacy Edition price, which a lot of people are mad about because it's kind of a cheapskate kind of way, because they known if this game was going to be bad, if they known that Infinite Warfare wasn't going to be popular, all they have to do is add in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, one of the most popular, favorite Call of Duty games for everyone, and that's still going to sell off shelves like hotcakes. People are still going to go crazy for Modern Warfare, even if they do not like Infinite Warfare. So that being said, Call of Duty is still going to sell a shitload amount of copies. The Legacy Edition is going to be $80, so it's more than your standard copy, but I believe the Legacy Edition will definitely overpass the standard copy of the game, because most people I've talked to are hyped for Call of Duty Modern Warfare, not Infinite Warfare, which is very, very pathetic to hear about, because we're all way into the future here. We should be making a lot better games and a lot more fun content and more stuff that people want to see. And with that being said, all I want to see is Battlefield 1 take over this genre, because I do not like what Call of Duty is doing, adding Modern Warfare in the Legacy Edition. I think it would be a great idea if they had Modern Warfare separate, which you can buy with your own money for $20, $40, $60, whatever it may be. But I think adding it in the Legacy Edition is really trying to steal money out of people's pockets. But I do credit them on making the remastered edition. That's definitely going to be fun to play through. Of course, I'm getting the game, because who does not want to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered? I'll definitely say get Battlefield. That's definitely going to be the game to play. Tons and tons of people are going to be on this year's version of Battlefield, and they are definitely listening to the fans. And with that being said, EA is making the right choice on putting World War I in this game. And that's definitely going to get a lot of sales and a lot of hype around the Battlefield series, which I believe they really do deserve, because they've been making great games since Battlefield 1. And with that being said, I didn't like Hardline, but I think they definitely are making up for it with this version of Battlefield. But as I said, I'm still going to be getting Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, the Legacy Edition, mainly for Modern Warfare, which is, who doesn't want to play that? But I'm really disappointed in having to pay $80 for it. But I do end up getting all the Call of Duties every year anyways, just to try them out and see what all the hype is about. But I'm very happy to say I will be getting both these games. There will be content on my channel about both of these, but I'm definitely going to be wanting to play a lot more Battlefield, because it just looks more overall a well-rounded game and something that I would want to play and something that I take interest in. So thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button if you agree. Battlefield will be the new leading first-person shooter of this year's shooting genre. And let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about both these games? Which one are you excited for? Which one are you going to play? And which one have you guys pre-ordered? So as I said, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I'll see you guys later.